You air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, welcome in. Hope everybody's good. Let's see what's going on for you. We are looking at your January 16th, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I did do a little pre-shuffle here. And some of you, let's see if it comes out in the reading. Some of you might be putting a little too much pressure on yourself. It's time to lighten up. That's how change is coming. Okay, change is assured. So the best thing you can do for yourself right now is lighten up and not be pressuring yourself so much, and not be putting yourself under so much stress and strain. Okay, there's something really weighing on you. Could be financial, could be spiritual, could be job issue, could be a relationship issue. Just ease off the gas pedal here a little bit. Good. Overcome any obstacle. The rhino spirit. You're able to do this. Yes. Starfish. Open to infinite possibility. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I just feel like you need, there's something about like the confidence, maybe a little bit light. You know, like you really could use a real boost right now. Because you are in line for some major change, okay? And maybe you're feeling a little down. Maybe you're, not quite, I don't know, not quite just going with the flow, putting a little too much pressure on yourself. So just know you have the capability. Okay, yin energy, that's, wow, look at this. Look at these beautiful colors, these pink colors here. It's all pink, and then here's yellow. Tick tock. So that's the pressure. Okay, so the yellow energy is I feel like this is around your personal power, right? That's a chakra issue. You're feeling, there is some pressure around something that needs to get done, or something that you're wanting, and you're, please, oh please, like that's not a manifesting stance, that's a begging stance, and that's not necessary. Okay, I feel like you just need to like relax, lay back, more Empress energy, more just open to how things are flowing. Whatever's happening right now is happening for a purpose. Of course, everything happens for a purpose, but you can overcome whatever obstacle is in your way here. What you need to do is just open to the possibilities instead of putting, instead of trying to, move it, get it out of your way, rub some dirt on it, like whatever you're trying to do here is making it worse, in the sense that you are feeling worse, and that's not good for your that's not good for manifesting. Okay, I got a couple cards here from the other deck. All right, we're gonna hold on to these, and I'll share them with you in a second. But you could be putting pressure on yourself about some kind of achievement, or some kind of relationship achievement, like like you're, expecting a ring on Valentine's Day to get married, or you're expecting a promotion. The expectation of it is resistance. So instead of doing that, be grateful for what you have, and more of that will come. Have a lot of gratitude for where you are right now. What are the gifts that are in your life right now? Gifts of people leaving even. That's a gift too. If someone has left your life, just look for the gifts in everything here. Okay? That's what you need to do. Yeah, there you go. Queen of Swords, being very clear about the priorities here, about what is going on. Justice, Libra energy, 5 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Your bullshit meter is very highly attuned right now, which is so awesome. The World, Knight of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. You might have to be some of you might be making a choice between two people, or between two experiences, let's just say. Let's see. Yeah, you're definitely there's definitely a choice on the table here. TikTok under some kind of pressure to make a decision, make a choice about something, and you could be the one that's trying to decide to make a commitment. Remember what I said about the ring? You could be the one who's like, "Oh, I know this is coming. I know this person is you know how did I tell you that um, in the airport, this was over the holidays, over the Christmas holidays, there was a woman getting off the plane I was on, and her boyfriend was there waiting to ask her to marry him, and it was no. The answer was no. And everyone was like, oh my God. And all I could think of was, you don't really ask that question unless you truly know the answer. And if you don't know the answer, if you feel like you're not sure, I think there's more conversations that need to happen. Okay. I feel like there might be somebody here who is worried that someone is going to ask them to marry them, and that's not, the answer is going to be no. For others of you, I feel like you might be closing yourself off to options um, because of a past manipulator, because of a past someone who it's over, someone who is a Virgo or a Sag, who was younger, a younger Virgo, younger Sag, immature. And you might be just closing yourself off to relationship. I mean, that might not have healed for you yet. Okay. And so you're like, there's some of you getting kind of impatient with yourself about this, about like, why am I not healed yet? Why this was not that big a deal? But there's something here that makes me feel like it's you might have been with that person, or you might have made that choice because you think there was no other option. Okay. And I feel like you here, the Page of Pentacles, a magician, you have a ton of options. Something brand new is coming into your life. Two of Wands. And this is your choice, right? At first, you're like, you know what? No, I'm not letting people in because I feel like they're all manipulators. They're all jerks. Um, this other person or other people you've been dealing with, that kind of a pattern is coming to a close. So this pattern of maybe one person was one thing and they appeared a totally different way. They appeared to be the Knight of Pentacles and really they were the Knight of Wands. All right, that Virgo Sag energy. This person really has a kind of an issue. They created this persona, and this could be you, but it feels like this another person created a persona of who they thought the world expected them to be. Okay, what did the world expect of you to be, and what is it? What did it look like? And but in reality, they're a different kind of person, and they don't quite know how to shift into that other way of being. So if this is you, if what we're talking about is you, I feel like you are getting very balanced. You are getting very clear on what you want, and so you're no longer attract, because when you attract somebody like this, what you need to do, or I would invite you, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to invite you to look at your own behavior, because like attracts like. So if you attracted somebody who appears one way, but really is a different way, how is it how are you reflecting that same energy? Because that's what this person attracted. And you might have gone through this transformation, because transformation is assured. Remember the bat, the card I pulled before I started, when I was meditating on you, the card I pulled was the bat one. Let me see if I can find it. The bat spirit, which is a transformation is assured. I never saw the card before today. I'm not going to spend too much time looking for it, but I'll find it. I'll bring it out in the extended. But it's a card that is kind of like coming out of a cocoon, and you know this can also be coming out of a cocoon. Okay, so what you were before whatever your line of demarcation is. Okay, you know, if you had a relationship with somebody, and boy, you know, there's some people in the world, they're great teachers, okay? Terrible at relationships, but the reason they're there is to teach you some really important lessons. And it's like, oh man, awful human being, fantastic teacher, okay? And I think that's what this person was in your life to do. They're here to really teach you something and show about yourself, teach about yourself. So instead of thinking it's out there, and it's in here, but also then, can you turn that into a superpower? Anytime, remember those things, those strengths and weaknesses, SWOT analysis of businesses, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, right? Strength analysis. And whenever you put your weaknesses down, remember when you were doing, or if you're still doing job interviews, like turn your weakness into a strength. There's some real wisdom in that, even though it's, I'm such a good person. I get walked over all the time. It's just like, oh, for God's sake. This has got to be a genuine thing where you're looking at this relationship. What did this relationship teach you? Well, maybe you've got some commitment issues. Maybe you had a hard time handling money. Maybe, whatever this person's, the inner and outer, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of thing, whatever this person's thing was, you're balancing that in yourself. If you thought you were somebody who maybe kind of manipulated people to get away with stuff, very, could be innocent, doesn't have to mean you're like toxic or anything. I'm just saying, like, now you're getting really balanced. You're able to see your flaws, able to see your issues, all of those things, and it's no longer troubling to you, let's just say. And because when things are in the closet, that's when they're spooky and scary and all of that kind of stuff. But once things come out, you're just so much more empowered by them, okay? You're much more empowered, much more authentic, much more real, because it's no longer scary to you that, like, oh, you know what? Maybe I have a commitment problem. What do you think that's about? Well, it's about, I'm afraid of getting stuck with somebody. I'm afraid of getting stuck in a situation that I can't get out of. Well, why would you be afraid of that? Well, because I feel like I have no power to change anything. Well, you know what? That's not true. You never not have power. You always can make a choice. It might be a hard choice, but you can always make a choice. So the bat that's in here, which I will show you in the extended, the bat is telling you that seeing your faults, seeing your, don't be, oh God, I'm so full of faults. Like, don't go down that road. But like, what has this person taught you? Like I said, I see Sag, I see Virgo. I'm going to look at those two in the extended. This person has Sag and Virgo. Complete opposites, right? Not as opposite as Gemini Sag, but, and I find Sag and Gemini very intermingling because I'm both of those things too. Sag, Virgo, however, it's like literally they're walking separate paths, or they're walking, you see the horse is like, one's running, one's stand still, one's fiery, one's earthy. You have two things inside you that need to be balanced so that you can be the magician and make your choices. Now it's up to you to determine what that is. All right. So if you'd like to continue on, I'm going to continue with this reading, get some more advice for you, blocks that need to be overcome. We'll see where we go. Coming out of the cocoon. All right. All right, air sign. Link is below if you'd like to follow along. Otherwise, have a wonderful day.